Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not. I have my cleansing crystal on top of my Tarot Grand Luxe. If you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, the links are down below. All right, so we have the current situation, the Knight of Pentacles, and that's being crossed by the Three of Pentacles. What do you need to focus on? The Knight of Cups. What are you leaving behind? The Wheel. What are your strengths? We have the Six of Swords. Near future, we have the Empress. We have the advice is the King of Swords. The environment, we have the Ten of Wands, hopes and fears, the Eight of Cups, and, oh, I like that, a new partnership, working together. Four of Wands, and then overall energy, I love it, the Ten of Pentacles. I love this card because it's like he's filling up his jar with his coins, but he's doing it one step at a time, one piece at a time, right? And not getting overwhelmed with having to do everything at once, but at least like breaking things down. I feel like breaking things down and doing it one step at a time and giving yourself that ability to do that. And I feel like that's important to not, as I always say before, like just to not overload your plate, to not set yourself up for failure, but to set yourself up for success. So we have the current situation at the Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you need to get busy doing something. I feel like there's something that you've been wanting to do, and I feel like you have to, I just feel like you have to work harder at something. I feel like you're not putting effort into something that you want to do or you want to accomplish, or like you're not putting enough work or effort into it. As I said in the beginning, this may or may not resonate for you. The energy that I'm getting from this reading is for that person who I feel like you should be putting more work into something, but you're not. Like you need to buckle down, you need to focus, you need to, have that laser focus on this situation, and you have to put that work, effort into it, put some elbow grease in it. And I feel like you're not doing it. I feel like you're too caught up in your emotions and your feelings, and it's stopping you from getting down to business and just kind of pushing those aside and working through it. I feel like you're coming up with excuses why you don't want to do something or not to do something. And I feel like you keep putting it on the back burner, and I feel like you need to focus on that, and I feel like you need to get down to work, and I almost feel like you need to realize that like your emotions are getting in the way. It's like thinking with your heart, or I don't even know if it's that. I just feel like it's like you're finding reasons to not do things. But I also feel like you need to recognize, you know what, I'm always making excuses, or I'm always self-sabotaging things, and then I don't get work done, and then I get mad at myself because I didn't do this sooner, or I didn't, work harder, or I could have tried harder at this, but I didn't. I was too caught up in my head. And I feel like you're just caught up in your head about something. And I feel like you need to remove yourself from that, right? You need to switch gears. I feel like there was something that you were doing, and like it was happening, and like it was coming together, and then all of a sudden you gave up. Like you started to do something and then you stopped. Like you got all excited about something, or you're working towards something, and then somehow you got too caught up in your head, and then you're like, I can't do it anymore. I can't focus anymore. That's not what I want to do. And I have to wonder, like, is it another one of your self-sabotaging things that you're doing? Like, are you, and I feel like that's something that you need to recognize and see within yourself. Because I've done the same thing. I'm a Capricorn sun and a Capricorn rising. I do it all the time as I self-sabotage myself. I get distracted, I lose interest, or I get too caught up in my head, especially with this tarot channel. Oh my goodness, it's been such a battle with me. I love reading tarot cards. I love giving out the messages. This is what I've always wanted to do, is to help other people and give messages. And if I make one person happy or smile or something clicks, or like if I help one person, then I'm so ecstatic and I'm so happy, because I love helping other people. But I battle within myself. It's like, you know, should I just do Capricorn? Should I do all of the signs? You know, how many videos should I put out per day? What time of day? Like, my mind goes crazy. And it's like, and I self-sabotage myself. And even my sister, she has to rein me in, and she's like, focus. She's like, stop with all of the ideas. Like, and I know that I'm working against myself. And it's driven me crazy. I've been doing this for the last like 5 years, and I keep going in and out. And it's just like, just pick something and stick with it, right? So I've decided just to focus on Capricorn, and then just put out the 4 videos a day, the 4 different ones, the tarot, the oracle, the short, and the post. So, and I'm like, that works for me. I feel this sense of contentment finally. I'm like, this is what works for me. This is what I want to do. This is how I want to build my channel. This is what I can commit to. And my mind will try and change that. Like, it's trying to, and I'm like, no, I'm putting that red circle with a line through it. And I'm saying no, because then you get distracted and it changes everything up. Just stay focused. So I feel like that's what's going on with you too, is I feel like you were doing something and then you're, you know, lose that focus. And then it's like, you know, is this something that you need to look at it as how you're working against yourself? We have the, your strengths, which is the 6 of Swords, and it's, you're able to move on, but there's still challenges. But I feel like, you know, it's kind of, sometimes it can be a bumpy road, but I feel like you're able to get past things. I feel like once you have your mindset, I feel like you're able to work through things and you're able to move on. I feel like you're a very driven person. And sometimes that can work for you, or sometimes that can work against you. We have the near future, which is the Empress, which I love, I love how the tree trunk is like twisted. So I feel like that's that evolving, and it's changing, and it's growing. And, you know, trees are always growing, like they're growing more leaves, and they're growing more branches, and they're becoming bigger, and they're becoming stronger. And I just feel like that's you, like you're evolving and changing into more of yourself. But we have to see our faults. We have to see those things, how we work against ourselves. We have to see those. We have to realize those. We have to catch those, and we have to work on those. And that's what I feel with this advice is, again, seeing those things, you know, catch those things, work on those things, and, you know, being more analytical with yourself and saying, you know what, I'm not going to put this on anyone else. I'm going to put this on me, because I have this tendency to self-sabotage. And that's okay, right? Nobody's perfect. We all have our faults, but if we can realize what our faults are and we can work on those and we can try and change those, just like I try and change those within myself, that it helps us to feel more confident, and it helps us to feel stronger, and it helps us to understand ourselves better. The environment is something's coming to an end, like this heaviness that you have within yourself, and I feel like you feel more motivated and you have more energy. Hopes and fears, we have the 8 of Cups is walking away, but walking towards the sunshine, right? That you're leaving something, but yet you're moving towards something bright and positive, right? Where one door closes, another door opens. And for some reason, I'm getting this new partnership is coming in for you. It could have to do with work. It could be on a personal level, but I feel like you're going to be bonding or connecting with somebody new, that you're going to work really well together, that I feel like it's going to click. Like there's going to be this, I keep focusing on how they're holding their hands and their big smiles. So that's what's sticking out to me, is this connection that you have. And I feel like it's going to be a good connection. But I also feel that it's going to be a good connection because you've worked on yourself and you've kind of realized, okay, these are the things that I'm doing to work against myself, and I need to release that and let that go, and I need to work on that so that I can, like, you're in a better place. So that's what you're attracting, is these things that come in. But I do feel that there's a partnership for someone coming in that's it's connecting, very connecting. You're going to connect with someone. That's what I'm feeling right there. But I also feel like it's working well together. It could also the 4 of Wands can be like get-togethers. It can be parties. It can be like you're celebrating, and like I also feel it's contacts, like you're meeting new people. There's some new contacts that you're making. It's not contacts. I can't think of the word. I hate when I can't think of words. It's like contacts. like you're just meeting new people. I can't think of the word. But anyways, overall energy is the 10 of Pentacles, right? Slowly building that stability within yourself and that grounding your energy, right? Because Pentacles is that grounded energy, building a strong base. And again, part of building that strong base is figuring out your weaknesses and being able to catch those and work on those before they become even bigger and before they become something out of control. Let me see. For some reason, I'm feeling like an angel answers for this reading. Work with yourself, not against yourself. We have a year from now. Ooh, a year from now. A year from now, things will be totally different, right? Look back on the year. I feel like 2024 is going to be an amazing year for Capricorn. For some reason, I've just been feeling that way. I feel like Capricorn has been getting better. When I first started doing this, I felt like the readings that I was doing, I felt like the Tower kept coming out, but I felt like it was almost like there were so many things Capricorn had to work on, and I felt like Capricorn kept having things thrown at them, right? Challenge, challenge, challenge. But now, like the last year, 2 years, I feel like the tides are turning for Capricorn, and now they're starting to grow and become more confident and see that all those challenges were to help release and get rid of stuff, but to open up new doors and realize how strong they are. I always feel like Capricorn will always have those challenges. But it's how you're going to handle those challenges. All right, I'm going to stop there. Get some water. I'll be so happy when I feel better. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.